Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From Bound into Comics, J.K. Rowling responds to UK Labour Party's reported plans to make deliberate misgendering a criminal offence. Quote, I'll happily do 2 years if the alternative is compelled speech, end quote. I think she is absolutely right. At least the British prisons, female prisons and that matter, are actually much nicer than the prisons on the shithole where I live, where it's actually kind of criminal for you to misgender someone. Yay! Or not to identify the person as they think they identify themselves with. They could look like me. Hey, my pronouns is she and her. Go fuck yourself. Right, let's read. This supposedly desired change to the legal code of the island nation was first detailed to the public by the UK news outlet The Daily Mail, who on October 14th were able to reveal to their readers that, quote, deliberately calling someone by their wrong gender pronouns could become a hate crime punishable by imprisonment under a Labour government, end quote. So, basically, in other words, you need to make sure the Labour never gets into government, but we all know, I'm 100% sure that I think the next voting, they're going to get in power, or the Conservative government, which is just going, like Labour, just with slightly above the speed limit. I'm pretty sure we are going to get the same thing here from the Tories in 2, 3, or 4 years down the line. But this is absurd. You need to actually go and play with their mental illness. You have to actually go on and try to appease their mental illness. I don't think that's nice. Look, if you still look like a dude, you're still gonna get the male pronouns. Then if you start to look like a woman, then sure, I'll identify you as such. But before I go, here's a trailer.
We are few. We are God's chosen knight. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby, yeah. Well, the thing gets even more retarded. Vowing to toughen up the sentencing guidelines for abuse and violence targeted at trans people, the Labour would make attacks motivated by hatred of the victim's gender identity into aggravated offences. So basically, if you you look at the idiot, and they have a beard, possibly an eyeliner, and it's wearing a weird clothing, and you say, hey! Yeah, you're going to jail. Off to jail for you. Off to jail. Hey, where I live, you call someone by the wrong pronoun. Off to jail. You doubt certain things. Off to jail. You question somebody here who has high power. Off to jail. You defend yourself against a crime. Off to jail. Somebody tries to rob you and you slightly harm the assailant. Off to jail for you. Not the criminal, though. That one will get help from the government. You, jail. jail all the time. You see somebody getting assaulted on the streets, and you try to help, and the criminal gets harmed in any way, even a tiny little scratch. Off to jail for you. So basically everything here will net you a jail time. Like I say, every single time, the Constitution in the goddamn shithole I live in is not even worth the toilet paper it is printed on, nor even the ink. That's how shit it is. Right, continuing. Critics warn that the policy could therefore mean jail sentences for someone refusing to use a transgender person's preferred pronouns or referring to them by their former name or their birth sex rather than their chosen gender. Yeah, imagine you actually refuse to, well, play on their mental illness or refuse to do what they want, or you don't want to play with their, I don't know, in their make-believe world or something like that. You're gonna get fucked. This is why I wish so much I was an American. Things like this wouldn't be a problem in there. You at least have the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. You don't have that in this shithole I live in. Well, anyway. The conservatives are fairly... Oh, this is interesting what they say. The conservatives are failing to protect the alphabet people with their inability to get a handle on the hate crime, including violent hate crime. So basically what they are trying to imply here is that misgendering someone is a violent hate crime. Yeah. We're reaching levels of absurdity we haven't seen before in this world. And the UK is out-Swedening Sweden. How can you possibly do that? Oh, well, there you go. But then again, it's the Labour, the same party that has a very bad anti-Semitic problem. Hey, they fired Jeremy Corbyn from some time ago because he was a rabid, vapid, and very virulent anti-Semite. And that, allegedly, and they still haven't solved it. We still see problems with anti-Semitism in Labour. In fact, it has gotten really bad lately, especially during the Gaza situation right now. Right, so continuing, the conversation began when Rowling, seemingly apropos of nothing particular, shared a 2018 image of the words "repeat after me." Says woman, wow, woman. Yeah, no, I agree with J.K. Rowling here. Being projected on the office walls of the UK Ministry of Justice and simply replied to no. She is absolutely right. I agree with J.K. Rowling here. Even though some of the policies that we are seeing here, she kind of advocated for it because she was a rabid feminist and ultra-far leftist. Well, she still is, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But I do agree with J.K. Rowling right now. Hey, we can't agree with everything everybody says. For instance, I disagree with Tim Pool on the Ukraine situation. I'm pretty sure I disagree with J.K. Rowling and a few other things. But in this one, I wholeheartedly agree. Alright, moving on. Here is one guy who said, vote Labour, get a 2-year stretch. Vote Labour and get your ass fucked. Or vote Labour and you get a shithole in Britain. Hey, you're importing a lot of the shithole politics and mentalities of the shithole I live in. Why would you want to do that? Really? Why? What possible benefit you get for getting the shithole policies from the shithole I live in? Why do you want to turn a civilized country to a shithole? It's mind-boggling. Alright, continuing. In turn, Rowling declared, I'll happily do 2 years if the alternative is compelled speech and forced denial of the reality and importance of sex. In here, you're gonna get forgotten inside the jail. Yeah, simple like that. There are many prisoners who already served their sentence, and they're still serving it because the government forgot about them. Yay! Alright. Quote, being on the court case, I say, she further asserted, it'll be more fun than I ever had on a red carpet. Very interesting. Yeah, she got a point. But the world is going down to the shithole because we're leaving or letting the far leftists have fun on their own way and destroying the democracy that they so claim to defend. And this is a problem. The thing I say is, go to the polls and vote these people out. It's the best weapon we've got. Vote them out. Don't let these people get into power. Go and vote. That's my point. Well, here's hoping that YouTube doesn't fuck me for even saying the V word. So, on that goddamn fucking hell, straight to jail for me. Have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you.